Hello. So for this class we need a roller. I've also brought over a half pillow, which you may want, may not use it, but it's just going to be a single sided kneeling exercise. So you might want it for underneath the knee if you get any pain in that knee. And then also we've got some dumbbells, so 2-bit dumbbells. You can either have the 1s, the 2s, or the 3s. That's going to be for a lateral raise, some overhead press, and a little bit of extra load through the sides of our tummy. So you could bring over a couple of options if you're not sure, right? So once you've got your props, we're going to come down onto the mat and bring your shoulders just onto the roller. So rollers horizontal across the mat there. Hands behind the head, lift the bum, and we'll go for that nice little roll. So just rolling through the shoulder blades. In between the shoulder blades, elbows are wrapped around the face there to create that space in between the shoulder blades. Watch the hair is not going to get caught in there. So just gently rolling all the way from the tops of the shoulder blades. You could roll down to that mid-spine area or even down into the lower spine as well there. Keep the spine flexed as you roll through that lower spine area. Wherever it feels it needs that little bit of attention. And then when you've got that roller coming to the lower tips of the shoulder blades, we'll pause there. Pop the bum down, head's nice and supported by the hands, and then we'll just let that upper spine extend over the roller. So anything from the roller down towards the pelvis and the torso is still, and anything from the roller up towards the skull is extending over. And then we'll flex the spine. We'll do another one of those, so we just let that spine drape over the roller. Anything from the roller up is going to extend over. Your hands are really supporting your skull here, so it doesn't have to be so much in the neck. And then flex the spine. And bring the bum up, roll the roller a little higher, and then pop the bum down. So now the roller is in between your shoulder blades area, and then you're going to let the head relax back again. So coming into that little bit of extension, just that little higher, taking a breath or two there, and then flexing the spine. And you can do another one of those. Just getting that little bit of movement through that upper area of the torso. And then flex the spine. Lift the bum, go for that little roll again. And then when the roller is around about the lower tips of the shoulder blades, you can just help yourself up to sitting. Bring the roller around and then slide it in between your heels and your sit bones. Shimmy a little bit further forward on your mat. So you've got a lot of mat behind you because it's going to roll down to there. So you can either bring your hands over the front of the shins or bring them behind the thighs, and then lift yourself up. So you're going to sit nice and tall on those sit bones. Take a nice breath in there. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll behind the sit bones, just coming onto that sacrum. You might need to kick the roller out of the way a little there. You can squeeze those knees together. And then from there, you're going to slowly roll yourself all the way down until your head comes onto the floor. Give the roller a little kick closer towards the bum. And then feet are parallel, hip distance apart here. Hands just relaxed beside your body. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, we're just going to curl up into our bridge. So rolling up through that pelvic curl, pausing at that top point, taking a nice breath, feeling long and lengthened through those quads. And then as you exhale, roll the spine down, coming back down. It's like you're rolling down segment by segment of the spine, coming back into that centered position at the bottom. And then pelvic rocks back and then rolls off. So through that sacrum, through the low spine, the mid spine, just stopping when you just get to the lower tips of the shoulder blades. So they're still down, and you've got that gentle close through the front of the rib cage. Take a breath into the back of the rib cage, and then as you exhale, rolling down again, coming all the way down. So we're just using this for a little bit of movement through that lumbar area, a little bit of connection through the center, a little bit of connection through the glutes and the hamstrings as we get to the top, and a little bit of lengthening through the front of the hips and the quads too. Let's do one more like that. So we're going to tip the pelvis backwards and then rolling up, coming into your bridge position, taking a breath there into the back of the rib cage while the front of the rib cage is gently closed, and then roll the spine down. Good, all the way down to the bottom, find that centered position. This time we're going to roll the pelvis up. We're going to come all the way up to the top, and then you may need to give your roller a little kick or just reach for it with your fingers, and then slide that roller right underneath the pelvis. So we want the roller right underneath the pelvis so that when you do lift your feet off, the roller's not going to roll out. Your pubic bone is higher than the front of the hip bones here, and you're still softly closed through the front of the ribs. You feel just that kind of centered position through the pelvis and spine, but slightly inverted obviously through the pelvis. Lift one leg up into tabletop and then the other, and then just holding that pelvis and spine nice and still. We're going to go for just our stability work through our core, where we're trying to just extend and lower one and then the other leg. So breathing out as you lower the leg away, breathing in as you come back. Now as you extend and lower the leg, the pelvis is lifted here. You may find that with this position, you might be able to go a little lower. So you're going to feel that nice connection through the center so that you don't arch the back as you add that load of that long, heavy leg on. If you like, you can do two legs extending out and away as you breathe out, and then bringing them back with your breath in. So either your single leg, alternating the legs, one leg goes away, comes back, the other leg goes away, or we've got two legs. So two legs much heavier than one, but again, in this position you may feel like it's a little bit more manageable to go a little lower with the legs. I don't want those legs to be going down to the floor because then that back will be arching. So we want to keep that strong connection through the center. We're not letting the pelvis rock back and forward now. Last two, breathing out, single, double, and then the last one. Bring those legs all the way in, and then let them hug in towards the chest. Let your low back soften down. Let the bum kind of lift up towards the ceiling. Take a breath there. Now, if you extend your right leg up towards the ceiling and hold on behind the thigh of the left leg, keep the left thigh nice and close towards the chest. Keep that right leg nice and straight. Really reach it long as you slowly lower down. You're going to try and keep that leg reaching. So you're really trying to think about reaching that right leg past the end of your mat. Keep that left leg nice and close towards the chest. Don't let that back arch away from the floor. See how low you can get the leg without bending it. Keep that sense of reach. Reach longer with that leg. You'll start to feel a little bit of opening through the front of the hip, perhaps through that quad. And then when you can't lower it anymore, you're just going to soften the knee. Just finding the floor with the foot, but you still keep that sense of reach through that right thigh. Taking a couple of breaths there. So send the breath into the front of the right hip. One more breath there. And then we'll slide that foot in. We'll bring that knee right towards the chest. Let the low back soften down again. And then left leg goes up. So we're hugging the right leg into the chest. The left leg is straight. And then we slowly lower that left leg down. We're looking at that length of the leg. We really want to try and, touch the wall right at the end of the mat there, all the way over there. Slowly letting that leg low. When you think it's long, see if you can extend it even longer. Oh, I'm going to get cramp in my foot for a second. Oh, there's karma coming. From all the times I've laughed at everyone for getting cramp. Holding there. Keep the pubic bone connected to the sternum. That rock back of that pelvis and that hug of that knee. Slowly start to let that left knee soften, but keep that sense of reach. So don't pull it in, you'll lose the stretch. You want to keep it out, keep it long, and the foot just finds the floor. Kind of feels like one of those magic games that you used to play when you were kids. If I going through the floor, where's the floor? It's gone, it's magic, it's disappeared. Pausing there, taking a few breaths into the front of that left hip now. So breathing in, send the breath down into the front of the hip. One more breath there. And then we can slowly bring that leg back in. Hug the knee into the chest, let the low back soften again. One foot comes down to the floor and then the other. Lift the bum off the roller, roll the roller away, and then roll the spine all the way down. From here, bring your feet onto the roller and roll that roller all the way with the feet towards the end of the mat. Bring it all the way off so the toes come off the roller, just leave the roller there. And then bring your knees in, hug your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a little kick so that you can roll up into a sitting position. And then again, we're going to sit nice and tall coming up, feeling like you're pulling yourself up right onto those sit bones. From here, we're going to rock the pelvis backwards. Just checking if my microphone was on. Rolling back just off that sacrum, drawing your pubic bone to your sternum. Good, so we've got this rounded position. Slide the toes in towards you and then just lift the feet off and find your balance. Now you could just stay here, otherwise you're going to draw the tummy down even further and that's just going to start rolling you slowly down. See if you can go slower than I did. As you come all the way down through the spine, the head comes down, you hug your knees into the chest and you say, thank God I'm here. Then we're going to push the knees away from the chest, lift the head up, squeeze the legs together, take a breath in, elbows stay bent. Think about having a golden pair of shoes. They're super heavy, gold is super heavy. They're going to drop down towards the floor, you're going to start to roll up through the spine. Think of those heavy shoes, they're going to pull you down. You'll just get to that point where you just tip over. Thank God for that gold. Find that rounded spine position, bring the top of the head towards the knees, and then unravel the spine from the bottom to the top. Take a nice breath in, long spine. As you exhale, roll back behind the sit bones onto the sacrum. Slide the feet in, and then just hover those feet off. Find your balance. Slowly, squeezing the legs together, rolling slowly down the spine. Think about those heavy shoes, they're still on your feet. Bring the knees in towards the chest, let the head drop down. Take a breath in. Squeeze the knees together, lift the head off, slide those legs away. Think about those heavy shoes. Breathe out, draw that belly down. Keep those heavy shoes pulling down, strong through the center. You'll just find that tip. Head comes towards the knees and then roll up the spine. Unraveling the spine all the way up to sitting. Let's do two more like that. So rolling back behind the sit bones. So you're drawing that pubic bone, that little bit of flesh just above the pubic bone back. You draw that back, you slide the feet in, and then you hover those toes just off. Take a breath. Roll down nice and slow. Each time it's going to get easier, right? Maybe. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Let the head relax down. Whew, we made it. Uh-oh, now we're going to go up. Bring your chin towards your chest, squeeze the knees, strong through those arms, connect through the center. Slowly start to lower those heavy shoes down, rolling up, draw that belly back. You just find that little tip, and then you bring your head towards your knees, spine is still rounded, and then you roll up from the bottom to the top. Last one, take a breath, then exhale, rolling back. Inhale, slide those feet and then just lift them off. Starting to breathe out, we're going to roll down, slowly rolling down. Bring the knees all the way down, bring the head down, take a nice breath there. As you exhale, lift the head up. Pause there, take a breath. Then exhale, squeeze the legs, draw that belly down even more. Heavy, heavy shoes there. Draw the belly down. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Feet come to the mat, round the spine, and then roll up all the way to sitting. Good. Oh, that was fun. Hopefully that was as fun for you as it was for me. Legs go out to straight here. Now, you could do this with straight legs just on the mat here, or sometimes I like to put my feet up on the roller, right? This is fun too, just a little bit of extra stretch through the back of the leg. So flex the feet and then slide the hands just down the legs. Lift the sternum and lift the tail up behind you. So you're lifting and opening, right? Coming up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to point the toes, round the spine and nod the chin towards the chest. So now you're rounded into that little C curve. Take a breath, lift the head, lift the sternum, flex the feet. Take a breath there. Then point the toes, round the spine, nod the head. Take a breath there. Lift the head, lift the sternum, flex the feet. Point the toes, round the spine and drop the head. Last one. Lift the head, lift the sternum, flex the feet. Good. Bring yourself all the way up. Good. Leave that roller there. I just slide him to the side. Throw him over there. And then we're going to come up to our reformer. So coming up and over, we're going to bring the carriage all the way in here. And we're going to go for footwork to start here. So if you are taller, you may want to push your stopper out. We've got our foot bar all the way up to the top, and we've got just 2 legs working, and then we will go to a single leg, but the single leg has got a bit of coordination in it today as well, so it's going to be a little bit more endurance. So we will decrease the spring a little bit for our single leg. So you could go for something like 2 reds and a white and a blue spring, or slightly lighter than that, 2 reds and a blue. Or you could go 2 reds, a blue and a white, 3 reds, 3 reds and a blue. Sorry, let me start again. So you could go 2 reds and a blue, or you could go 2 reds, a blue and a white, or heavier again would be 3 reds and a white, 3 reds and a blue, or 3 reds, a blue and a white. Right, so all of them. You choose though. We are going to do a single leg, but we're taking some off, so remember, don't worry. Okay, bring your heels on the foot bar. Spine is on the carriage, and then the shoulders are on the shoulder rest there. Feet are in parallel. We're just going to start to extend and bend the legs. Oh, these straps annoy me like crazy as they jiggle jangle. So it's always easier to hear the video as well if they're not doing that. So we're just going to move them off if they aren't on there, or if they are on there. Sliding out and in with the legs all the way out to straight. What about 10 more like this? All the way and back. So just getting that nice feeling for how the spring feels for you today. Be happy with your choice. You can add more. You can take some off, however those legs feel. Last 2. And the last one. We're going to go all the way to straight and then bend the knees, come halfway in. In that halfway position, we're going to do our small pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way out to straight, and then let's bend the knees and come all the way in. We'll slide the balls of the feet down onto the foot bar here, and then we're going to lift our heels up. Actually, we're going to bring the feet and knees together, and then we're just going to open the knees and open the feet. So we're in a Pilates V position, right? So heels together, toes apart, knees apart. Okay, from here all the way out and all the way in. So same thing, but the heels are zipping up all the way. They're glued together, toes are out, knees are out, and then they come in towards one another, and the thigh bone wraps around. So we've got that spiraling out as we extend the legs. All the way to straight every single time. We've got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, come halfway in, holding that halfway position. And now we're going to pulse those legs, just tiny for 10. 9, keep it small, no bouncing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way out to straight. And then let's bend the knees and come all the way in. Okay, Heels wide on the foot bar here. Toes are turned out, knees are slightly turned out. From here we go out, and then from there, holding that with those legs extended, we're going to swivel the heel on the foot bar so the knees point in, toes point in. Bend the knees, come in, open the knees, push out. Swivel the thigh bone in, swivel the toes in, swivel the knees in. Knees go out, we push out. Knees come in, we come in. So out, out, in. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, out, out, in, and 1. In, pause there. The knees stay in. Then we push out with the legs, we swivel the legs out, and then we come in with the legs out. So we go in, we push out, we go out, we come in, we push out, out, in. Keep going. So we're just circling the other way now. Don't think about it too much, just let it happen. Good, we got 4, in, out, in, 3, out, in, 2, out, in, and 1. Out, in. Good. All right, from there, bring the feet and knees together, hold on to your shoulder rests, and then just let your knees fall all the way over to one side. You can look over the opposite shoulder there, just taking a breath, 2, and then bring the legs back through the center and then go all the way over the other side. And then come back through the center. Okay, we'll sit up now because we're just going to remove a little bit of spring. So you could stay with what you're on, but this is going to be a little bit of coordination and again a little bit of endurance. We're going to be on that single leg for a wee while. So we may decrease spring. My kind of rule is take off a half a spring, not half of what you've got on, just a half. So if you have 2 reds and a blue, you would take off the blue, right? So the blue is the half, remember, the white is a quarter. But of course, if you're like, oh my gosh, this still feels really heavy for one leg, take off more. So take off a whole spring or whatever you like. So remember, the white is a quarter, which is a tiny bit, blue is a half spring, and the red is the 1. Okay, I'm going to take off. I'll take off that. We're looking a little bit. Okay, so we're going to be on the balls of the feet back into that parallel hip distance apart position. And then from there, we're going to push both legs out. From here, we'll pick up our right leg into tabletop. Hold the left heel lifted, and then bend your left knee and shoot your right leg either over or under the foot bar. Extend the left leg out again, bend your right leg, and then that right leg, as you come in with the left, goes either over or under. You can alternate, you can be fancy with that, you can stick with one, right? But as your left leg straightens, your right leg bends, and then vice versa. Good. So once we've got this going, we're going to just start to add a few layers for our développé. So we go out with that left leg, the right leg's in tabletop. We extend that right leg up to the ceiling, we bend that right leg, and then we shoot it over or under the foot bar. So we go out, up, bend, and shoot. Out, up, bend, and shoot. Keep going. Out, up, bend, and shoot. Left heel still lifted. Out, up, bend, and shoot. Let's add another layer. Out, up, pause there. Flex the left ankle, flex the right ankle, point the right toe, lift the left heel, bend your right knee, and then shoot it over or under the foot bar. So we go out, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. Out, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. Keep going. Out, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. Out, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. Keep the pelvis still. One leg's doing one thing, the other leg's doing the other thing. Our brains are on fire. We've got one more layer. Out, up, flex, point. Hold here. Right leg stays straight, tap that right foot down to the foot bar. Lift that right leg back up, bend your right knee, shoot it over or under the foot bar. Okay, we ready? The whole thing. Out, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, shoot. 4 more. Out, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, and shoot. 3, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, and shoot. 2, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, and shoot. Last 1, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, and shoot. Oh, my brain, it was on fire. All that talking, I was like, don't get it wrong. Okay, we're gonna have to do it the other side. Give your legs a little, well, that left leg should be feeling that work through that calf, through that ankle. Okay, from here, and stable through the center, right? So one leg's doing one thing, one leg's doing the other thing, strong and stable. So balls of the feet on the foot bar, push both legs out, keep that right heel lifted, bend your left. Good. So from here, we're gonna shoot the left leg over the foot bar as we bend your right, and then back. Easy, right? Well, in comparison. Out and in. Left leg can go over or under the foot bar. Under is just going to give you that little bit more challenge through the center. I'm going to keep mine over because I'm talking and working. All right, next time we're going out, we'll pause there. Kick the left leg up, bend the left leg, shoot it over or under. Bend, up, bend, shoot. Bend, up, bend, shoot. Bend, up, bend, shoot. Last one. Bend, up, bend, shoot. Okay, we're adding on. Bend, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. Bend, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. Left leg bends, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. 2 more. Out, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. Out, up, flex, point, bend, shoot. Adding last layer. Out, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, and shoot. Hips stay square. Out, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, and shoot. Out, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, and shoot. Out, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, shoot. Last one. Out, up, flex, point, tap, lift, bend, and shoot. Oh my God, my brain's on fire, my ankle's a little bit worked, and I'm tired of talking. All right, little side to side with the knees, whatever you need there, and we'll come off the side and come up to sitting. Great, so from here we're gonna reduce our spring. The spring's gonna go all the way down to either a white spring, which is gonna be a little bit easier on your inner thighs, but not easy. Or the blue spring, right? So the blue spring is going to be a little bit more challenging than the white spring, and neither of them are easy. We're gonna lower our foot bar all the way down there. This is maybe where you wanna grab your pillow if you want one for your knee, and pop it onto, in between the shoulder rests there on that, on the carriage side. I've put my weights up. I'm gonna turn them this way. So they're, I don't know, that direction. Parallel with the carriage, so that when we move the carriage they don't end up rolling off, right? So carriage is not going to go that way, never. Okay, we're going to come up, we're going to bring one knee down, so the leg that's closest towards the foot bar, I'm trying not to use left and rights here, is going to be on the pillow, and then we need a platform extender. Okay, so we're going to grab onto our platform extender here too. This would have been extra special without that. So platform extender is far away from the shoulder rest because it's the one where we have our leg extended out. So we want to have that space. Now we're just going to test that platform extender. Are we happy with that position there? Yeah, I'm going to give him a tiny little kick. There we go. No, too far. Overestimated my height there. Okay, so knee in between the shoulder rests, right knee. The right, stabilizing knee. The pelvis is upright, so you're going to use that stabilizing glute to open up through the front of the hip. My toe, my extended leg toe, is on that little diagonal to that front corner of that platform extender, but then I'm going to turn my toe to the front and I'm going to sink down through that left side of the hip. Oh, to the left leg lengthened side of the hip. Bring your arms out to a T and then bring the arms overhead. From here, we're going to rotate towards the extended legs and bring the arms to a T. Bring your arms back overhead and then come to the T, keeping the shoulders square. From here, we shift the torso away from the extended leg, reaching that hand, the far away hand, past the end of your reformer. From here, hold. Now, that reaching hand is going to slide down a little bit and the other arm comes up for our star. Then we come back to our reach it past the end of the reformer, come back with the ribs and then lower the arms down. So you could do this without the weights, or we're just going to do all of that 100 more times with weights. Hands come beside in front of your pelvis and then bring your arms all the way up and overhead. Rotate towards that extended leg. Bring your hands down to shoulder height into that T. Bring your arms back overhead. Arms come to the T and then we're going to shift the torso across, away from the extended leg. Come into your star, come back into that reach and then bring the body back. Bring the arms down. Bring the arms up, overhead. Rotate towards the extended leg. Come back overhead with the arms, rotate the torso back. Bring your arms to a T, shift the torso across, pause here. It's 2 stars this time, so we go reach, and then we, star, and then we reach. We go star, and then we reach for 2. We bring the torso back, we bring the arms down. Keep the stabilizing hip open, keep the center connected. Bring your arms up. Rotate towards that extended leg. Bring your arms back overhead. Bring your arms down. We've got 3 stars. Shifting across, holding here. Arm up, arm down, and then reach. See how much further you can reach every time you reach. 2. This is the last one. Reach. Bring the body back. Bring the arms down. Turn that extended leg so that the toes are now pointing back to that corner. Bring the that hand that's closest to the extended leg in front of the pelvis and then the other one by the hip. From here, plant the foot down and then see if you can get a little bit of movement. My extended leg just bends so that the knee comes over that heel and then slowly extend. Good, keep on going. So this extended leg, I want to pull across, but I also want to push back. So I don't want the knee falling forward here, and then slowly extend out. If you want, add the arms. Lift the arms up and then lower. So one arm out to the side, one arm in front of the chest. And lower. We've got 5. Slowly extend that leg. If it's too much with the arms and legs, just do the legs or just do the arms. We got 3, 2, and 1. Pause here. Lower your hands down, keep the legs still, bring your hands to your shoulders. From here, the arms go up overhead, breathing out, and then we lower the arms down. Now, your foot on the foot on the platform extender is going to stay still. The other leg on the carriage is going to slide back. We come into a side lunge and then pull it back in, arms overhead. So we slowly open And then we pull and close. Slowly open, pull and close. We got 7, 6, 5. You can make that slide really small if you like. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms all the way up, then bring them down. Extend that gesture leg out, and then pop those weights down. From here, turn the toes back to the front. Bring your hands on the carriage in front of you. So the extended leg, toes to the front. Lift the sit bones up behind you, and then shift the bum just back. So you get that nice stretch through that inner thigh, right? So getting that stretch on that extended leg. Taking a breath or two there. From here, we're going to come forward. Bring your arms around to the side so your hand is on that edge of the carriage, and then push that stabilizing leg, that glute forward. Draw your pubic bone to your sternum. Lift up out of the shoulders. Arm comes up. Point that extended leg toe, and then lift that leg up. Find your balance. Pubic bone connected to the sternum. Glute on that stabilizing leg, strong and pushing forward. Hold here. Tiny lifts, little pulses with that extended leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Bring the foot back. Step back with that extended leg. Step off with that other leg. Come and pick up your platform extender. Adjust the spring. Blue and a white, or a red spring here. Then we will put the platform extender over. We'll pick up those weights. We'll step up. So that extended leg is still on that side. We're still facing the same way. Both feet on either platform here. We come down into our hip hinge. Tuck the elbows in, and then push just that carriage leg away. Extend your arms out by your hips. We got 7, 6. So the platform extender leg is stable. No moving away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Both legs are straight. Bring your arms up, overhead. From here, you're going to bend your knees, hip hinge. You're going to bring your arms down, and you're going to bring them out to a T. Then you bring your arms down, and you come up, right? So we go down, T, down, up. If you want, we bend that platform extender leg, and we push straight out with that carriage leg and up. So either just keep those legs together, or keep the platform extender leg stable, only pushing with the carriage leg. Push and up. 4 and up. 3 up. 2 up, and 1, and close. Step forward off the carriage. Weights again, horizontal, whatever we're calling that. That way, parallel. Platform extender comes back over to the frame. Decrease the spring back down to that white or the blue, and then from there we're facing the other way, ready for the other side. So turn the toes out. We may have to adjust that platform extender again that little way. Stabilizing leg, connect that glute, connect the core, and then turn the thigh bones so that the toes are pointing forward, and drop down through that extended leg's hip. Bring your arms out to a T, and then bring them overhead. From here we rotate towards that extended leg, arms come to the T, and then we come back. Bring your arms overhead. From here, bring your arms to a T, and then shift the torso across. So both waistlines are even here. Keep the torso still, just move the arms into the star. Then reach that hand past the edge into the carriage, come back, bring your arms down, get cramp in the hip, and then pick up your weights if you choose. Oh, I'm getting cramped there. Okay, from here, hands come up all the way overhead. From here, we rotate around to the extended leg, and then we come back. Bring your arms overhead. Bring your arms to the T. Shift the weight across. Pausing there. Come into your star. 1. Reach across. Bring the torso back. Bring the arms down. And we got 2 stars. All the way up and around with the arms. Rotate the torso. Bring the arms to a T. Come back to square with the shoulders, arms overhead. And then we pause there. Bring your arms to the T. Shift across into that reach. This time we've got 2 stars. So breathe out. One goes down, the other goes up, and then reach. 2, and then reach. Bring the body back, bring the arms down. And again, lift the arms up. Last round, we got 3. Rotate towards the extended leg. Come back, bring the shoulders square. Bring your hands to a T, hold there. Shift the torso across, keep that right hip down, or extended leg hip down. Come into our star. 3. And reach. 2. And reach. 1. And reach strong through those waistlines. Bring the body back. Bring your arms down. Turn the toe out. Plant the toe. Get some movement through that extended leg. And then slowly extend. Once you've got your movement, you can add the arms in. So both hands are in front of the pelvis. And then the front arm comes up, the same one as the extended leg. The other one goes to that lateral raise towards the foot bar. Pulling through. 7 more. Good, think about that knee not falling forward. So we've got that external rotation as we pull across in that extended leg, right? Platform extended leg. Last 2. And the last one, pull across. Bring your arms down, hold the legs still, bring your hands to the shoulders. Push your arms overhead and then bring the arms slowly down to your shoulders. Let that carriage leg slide away, deep side lunge, and then pulling back in and up as you exhale. Exhale up. We got 8. Keep the platform extended leg still, just the carriage leg slides out. Doesn't have to be super large. It could be just a thought of a slide away, or you could hold there. You could give up on the legs and just do the arms, or you can give up on the arms and just do the legs. Last 3. 2. And 1. Bring those arms all the way down. Extend that leg all the way out. And then pause there. Bring your weights down, pop them just on the carriage. Turn the toe with that platform extended leg forward. Lift the sternum up. Shift the bum back and you'll get that good stretch through that extended leg. Pausing there. Taking a few breaths. Walk your hands around. So plant that hand, like give yourself lots of space here. The hand comes to the edge of the carriage. Push that stabilizing leg, the glute forward, opening up through that stabilizing hip, and then bring the arm up. Find your balance, lift the leg off. Hold there. Strong and stable. Think about drawing your pubic bone towards your sternum and then pushing that stabilizing glute forward to open that front of the hip. Holding. Tiny little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down. Shift that leg back. Good. Okay. Pick up your platform extender. Up and around to the other end. So red spring or your blue and your white. Blue and white's a little easier. Red's a little harder. Pick up those weights again. Coming up onto that platform extender side first. Both feet on. Sink down into your hip hinge. Tuck those elbows in and then push just that carriage away with the leg extends out and then bends. That's 7, 6, stable legs still, don't let that hip slide out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way up, hands to the shoulders, push those arms up overhead. So we sink down into that hip hinge, coming into that deep squat. The arms come down, they come out to a T, they come down and they come up. So they go straight down, T, straight down, up. We sink down deep into the hips, whichever variation you choose. If you want, stay with that, otherwise the right leg goes out. Oh, sorry, the carriage leg goes out and then up. This is really hard, trying not to say left and right. Out and up, out and up. Good. Out into your T and up. Good job, Bree. Who am I saying good to? All of you guys are going great. I'm sure you're doing this with me, right? Send me a video. We got 4, 3, I can't see anyone and I can't see the camera. 2, and 1. Bring the legs to close. Okay, step forward. Yay, that part's over. Okay, put those weights down underneath there. We're going to remove the platform extender and throw that pillow off now as well. And then we're going to grab onto our box. So we're going to pop the box onto the carriage in the long box position. Now for this one, we're going to use a little bit of tricep, but it's just going to come up into an extension. We're going to use the back extensors here a wee bit. So we could go for a blue spring, quite light, or a blue and a white. You could even go for a red. I'm on what I want to be on there, so I'm going to keep that. So blue, a little lighter, blue and a white, a little more challenging, and then the red, more challenging again. So lie on your box, facing towards the pulleys, arms outstretched, look through that wee hole. Okay, from here, wrap your fingertips around the outside of the frame. The thumb is just pointing down. And then from here, take a breath. Then as you breathe out, you're going to lift the chest up. The sternum slides up, the arms stay straight, and you bring the carriage towards the hands. You don't have to come all the way to the hands. Arms are straight. Lower the body down. Look back down through that wee hole. Keep that tummy nice and connected. Keep the legs a little active as we come up into a small extension. And then lowering down. The further you pull those hands, or that carriage towards the hands, if you've got long arms, you'll be coming up into quite a high extension, right? If your arms are shorter, perhaps it's not quite as big, but you want to keep those arms straight so you get that work down through the triceps, the lats, underneath the armpit, that kind of area, right? Let the shoulders slide down away from the ears as you come up. And then lowering down. Now, we could stay with this, just coming up as you take a breath in, and then lowering down. Coming up next time if you want, pausing there. And then from here, keep the legs straight, but lift your right leg up. Lower the leg down, and then lift your left leg up. And then lower down. Lift the right leg. Lower. Stay with that if you like. Give yourself a breather by lowering all the way down at any point. Otherwise, both legs lift and lower. Strong and supported through the whole torso. Tummy stays on. Legs lift up. Lift the sternum up. Back extensors working. Back of the arm working. Back of the legs working. Toes are pointed. Last 2 and 1. Lower the legs down. Lower the body down. Take a nice breath. Good, should we do one more set? Feels good, right? Coming up, so you can just come up and come down. You can do your single leg, or we're doing our double leg. Let's just do 6. So 1 of each, or both. 6 of both. We're at 3, so we're going to get 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, lower the body all the way down. Relax. We'll slide off the side of the box. Bring yourself up to sitting or standing, and then we're going to do a little plank here. So So we're going to go on our elbows with the plank, so we want to pick our spring. So it could be a blue spring or a white spring. White spring is going to be marginally harder. Blue spring is going to be still hard. We're going to turn the box and pop it in between that wooden platform. Push your carriage away so that the box can just sit down onto the frame there. And then bring your elbows down onto your box. Your edge of the box, the elbows are at. Bring your hands apart so then that parallel. And then push the knees. Parallel, I got it. Push the knees just back so they're right underneath the hips. Strong through the shoulders, strong through the core. Hover the knees up, holding here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Slide the shoulders back a little if you want. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down. Give yourself a breather. Now, you could stay, we should do the knees down version, which I'll talk you through first, or we're going to go for a full plank version. So, push your knees back, find your 4 point, and then push the legs away, knees stay down for supported plank. Drop the pelvis down. And then, from here, in that supported plank position, we start to lift through the front of the hips. We round the spine, the head drops down, we come into our cat. Pause, and then unravel. Back out into that supported plank. Lengthen through the top of the head, strong and stable through the center. Pause there for a moment and then start to lift the front of the hips, rounding into your cat. Otherwise, if you like, adding more load by pushing out, lifting the legs off into your full plank. Instead of coming into the cat, you're coming into that scooped, rounded elephant where we pull up from the front of the hips and then we slowly go back into our plank. Pausing in each moment so we can take a little moment and feel, yes, I love that position. Oh, no, I think I love this position. So plank into an elephant or supported plank into the cat. Moving nice and slow, lengthening through the top of the head. Can we do 3 more of each? Elephant, cat, supported plank, full plank. 2 more. Scoop and lift through that core. Rounding the spine and then bringing that carriage away into plank. Last one. Scooping and lifting. Into the plank. Either knees are staying down so you're coming into your cat, or the knees lower down. Untuck your toes. Shift all the way back. Take a nice breath. There into a reverse rest type thing with your head on the edge of the box. Bit uncomfortable there, you could push away like that. Hands on the edge of the box. Just taking a breath there. Oh, that was fun. Okay, so take the box off, come off the carriage, and we're going to finish with our feet in straps. Okay, so box goes to the end, and then we're coming over. We're going to lift up our foot bar all the way to the top. We're going to adjust our spring here, so you could be on a red and a blue, you could be on a red, a blue and a white, or you could be on 2 reds. Okay, bring the straps into the hands and then lying down on your backs. Feet are on the foot bar, both straps in either hand. Make sure they're not twisted, push the carriage out. 1 foot in, push that leg away straight, the other foot in. Okay, from there, legs are straight. We're going to bring our toes apart, have the heels together, bend the knees into your frog. Take a breath and then push the legs away. So we bend slowly coming into our frog and then we push those legs away. Lower them down a little, lift them up as you come into your frog so you don't get that rope rubbing. Oh, my legs are shaking a little bit. Good. So as you go through this, you could stay with this. You can do your leg circles, you can do whatever. Otherwise, if you'd like to, we're going to do that little roll off of the bum. So next time the legs come into frog, we pause there with the thighs just above the hips. From here, let the low back soften down. Let the thighs come towards you. Let the tail roll off. Keep the feet nice and connected to the strap. So don't just be pulled over. Keep that little bit of energy in the feet. Roll the spine back down, the thighs come back over the hips, push the legs away. So bend the knees, stop the thighs just as they get to hip height, the spine's still in neutral. Then we rock the pelvis backwards, we roll up. Keep a little bit of pressure in the feet. Roll the spine down, push the legs away. So it's really small, and you could stay with this if you like. So rolling off, coming back, pushing away. You know, this is a great exercise. It's small, it's just gently getting you comfortable with letting that tail come off, right? If you want, if you feel comfortable, you know your short spine, we're going to that. So legs come to parallel, legs come up straight. And then let the spine be rolled off, but roll up at the same time. So we're going up and over. Carriage comes towards the stopper. It might park, might not. Heels together, toes apart, knees apart into your up frog. Roll the spine down. As you roll the spine down, start lengthening through the back of the legs. When you can't roll down any further, then we come down into our down frog. Then we push the legs away. Legs come to parallel, the legs come straight up. And then we start to slowly peel the spine off and we roll up and over. So we're creating space in between the hips and ribs. Bring your knees into that bent position, frog. Keep the heels still in space, start to roll down the spine, extending the back of the legs. Then you pull the heels towards the sit bone, come into your frog, rolling down the rest of the spine, push the legs away. A couple more like that. If you like, if you've had enough, go into your circles, keeping the pelvis down, rolling up. If you're doing a few more short spines, up and over, create some space, bend your knees, keep that space as you roll the spine down. Pull your heels down towards the sit bones, the thighs push over the hips, and then you push away. Last one, up, and then rolling up and over. Don't rush this, it feels so good. I see people rushing through this, I'm like, why? Why would you? Slow it down, roll it down. Yes, it feels so good. Oh, all the way through the low back. Push away, it's not a race. Okay, we'll go into our parallel. Here, keep the pelvis down, we'll do some nice big circles here. Coming up, opening, whatever way you want, I don't care anymore. You do you. Good. We'll do one more that way. Feels good. Who cares? Short spine makes me feel so good. Round the other side. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're like, short spine, I don't love it. You just do your circles. You do your small little frog rolls. Big circles this way. Oh, I love this too, right? Who doesn't love feet and straps? Bring the legs together. Push the legs down. Oh, this is what happens when you film too many videos. You start talking to yourself. But I'm kind of talking to you guys because I know you're doing this with me. Throw those legs, throw those straps down, bring the carriage all the way in. Hold on to the shoulder rest, let the knees fall all the way over to one side. Just letting that spine just rotate that little bit before we have to rush off for our busy day. Go pick up the kids whatever time it is for you. One side, the other side. Don't think about them for one more second. Okay, then we'll throw the legs off. Okay, we're up. Okay, coming up. So take all the springs off for me, guys. Put the straps on the shoulder rests. Wipe down the equipment that you've used. Put all the equipment away. Basically just leave the studio or the equipment how you found it. And then if you're the last one here, make sure that you turn off the aircon, turn off the lights, and lock the door. Cool. See ya next time.